Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am going to show you how I created this makeup look. It is a beginner's friendly makeup look. So the first step of makeup is skin prep. Your skin, your face is like a canvas and it needs to be prepped well before you put on makeup. It just needs to be hydrated. It needs to have that kind of an internal glow already, and that is when your makeup is going to beautifully sit on the face. So let's start with the first step, and that is skin prep. Use any lotion, any moisturizer, any serum that you have. I just want you to use any kind of skincare before you start your makeup application process. I need you to learn how to prep your skin. Okay, so use any lotion or any serum you have. I am going to use the Bioderma Hydromasque. This is the one that I am using just to prep my skin. And here I am. Try to massage that product on your skin beautifully. And then if you are going out and if you are doing this makeup in the morning and if you are going out, use a sunscreen. Just use a sunscreen and thank me later. I am, however, not going to use any sunscreen right now, but I am going to use my foundation that already has an SPF in it. So that is going to be my sun protection for my skin. So this was the first step, right? The first step is all about just hydrating the skin and just preparing the skin for all the makeup layers that you are going to put on your face, right? Your face. And now, after your skin prep, the first step is to apply primer, right? Now you can apply any primer you have. Usually what happens with primers is that it fills in the pore. It just creates a good base for your makeup to stick well for longer durations of time, right? Usually I use the Milk Hydro Primer because it also has skincare ingredients in it. And if you don't have primer, just use any kind of oil if you like to use oil on your face. And my skin is pretty dry, so I use oil, and then after oil I start my spray, and I am going to use the BDB, the $1 Billion Brow Setting Spray on my face instead of a primer, and that works wonder as well. So just use a setting spray before you start. Now I am finally going to start my makeup application process. Now this is a fun part, right? For me, makeup is art. Makeup is my creative process, right? It's me using colors and using my brushes and just painting on my face. And I am going to start with Clinique foundation. I like this foundation because it has SPF in it, and I sometimes like to minimize the layers that I have on my face. Because another tip here for foundation is to just apply this foundation directly on your face. And what happens then is, first of all, you save the product and use your fingers to rub the foundation on your face. So the warmth from your fingers will ultimately help in just beautifully blending the foundation on that skin, right? So just look at I really love this under eye circles. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, I have darkness under my eyes. So I'm going to use e.l.f. Camo Corrector. I'm using this e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in the shade Peach. and just using this here where I see darkness, and I also am going to color correct around my mouth. So I have this, okay. Again, I am using my hands. This is a beginner makeup tutorial, so we're not using fancy brushes or anything. Just use your hands. So just try to blend the color corrector like this. That's it. And you will automatically see brightness underneath your eyes. For brown skin tones, peach color corrector works the best. I am also going to add a picture here that will show you what kind of color corrector you should use based on your skin color. So you can immediately see how the dark under eye circles are gone, right? Now is the time I'm going to use my concealer. I really love the Makeup Forever HD concealer. I also use the MAC cream concealer. Whatever concealer, I also use the NYX one. So whatever you have at your home, the one thing I would like to say here is use tiny bit, right? Sometimes we go with the flow and we use the same applicator that is provided in the product. Don't do that. Just take tiny bit on your hands, on your fingers, and just take here. That's it. You don't need a lot of product. Because this is usually this is what I do on a regular basis if I have Zoom calls, if I have to go to the office or anything, right? So this is what I do. And this ultimately obviously saves your product, but also it helps in not caking. Like, we don't like caking on the face, right? We don't want a lot of product sitting on our face. It is not good for your skin. It's not. So use just a minimal amount in my hands. So I use the Makeup Forever HD. I can recommend more in my description box. So now we have everything, right? Like, this is a dynamic duo, the concealer and the foundation, right? Now, what I usually do at this time, I have done all the liquids, right? So let's do more liquid. I love Rare Beauty's blushes, right? And also I have started loving the e.l.f. blush, and this one is Pinky Promise. e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush, okay? I love this product. So just use this tiny bit here and tiny bit here. That's it. And now we are ready to smile. And again, if you want to use your brush, use your brush, but I'm going to use my hands because now I am on a roll. So look at how pigmented this is. And don't worry, this is looking crazy right now, but it's okay to use a lot of blush. It is okay. Because then what ultimately happens with all the setting powders and the setting sprays that we are going to use at the end, it will die down. Like, the color will go down. So just take your blush, and what you should do is take on the outer corner of your eyelid. That gives a beautiful kind of a shape to your face, and I actually love that. I have seen that this works on a lot of skin tones. Taking your blush here, I just absolutely love that. Kim Kardashian does it, Kourtney Kardashian does it, and I absolutely adore this technique. You know what? Blush gives me life, like, right? So because this is a beginner makeup tutorial, I am not doing any contouring. See how this is like a U shape here, right? Or a V shape, whatever you call it, right? So I also really love doing a bronze, like a dark brown kind of eyelid, and I want to recommend a beginner friendly eye shadow palette, I would say. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow palette that I want to recommend. It's Wet n Wild Always Naked palette. It has all the nudes for all the skin tones. So right now what I'm going to do is, I really love this shade, brown. I don't know what shade that is, but usually what I do is just take a tiny bit and just do that and just place that shade on my eyelids. It just gives definition to my eyelids, right? Just place it, right? Eyeshadows are usually pretty tricky, especially on hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, so what I usually do on hooded eyes is just place it on the outer corner and create like a V shape, right? So what that does is just creates an illusion that you have like bigger eyes, but we all know that we have hooded eyes and I have small eyes, so I can't play around too much with it. So I just use this. Okay. And just one tip that I want to give here is blend. Blending is extremely important. So I am using the Fenty Beauty Setting Powder in the shade Banana 03. This is a perfect shade for me. Blending brush here, and now this technique is all about setting, right? It's all about the duration. We are extending our longevity of our makeup, right? So we don't need to be perfectionist here. There is no test, there is nothing going on. And I love this technique because usually what happens is it also sets your blush, right? So see how it's created a smooth under eye. And also it has set my blush. And usually whatever powder I have remaining here, I just take it and set it along my face. You can always use a cotton pad or an earbud, and once this thing is dry, I'm going to remove it then, because if I remove it right now, my color will also, my eyeshadow color that I placed before is also going to go off. So wait for your, if you have any kind of transfer, wait for it to dry and then use a cotton pad or an earbud to remove it. Okay, so I am using the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Dimensional Dark Brown. Usually you have to use a lip pencil color for your lips that is darker in shade by 3 or 4 levels than your lip, right? So for me, this is extremely dark. I really like it because then what I do is, I'll show you. I know it's dark, I know. You have to trust the process, right? So now what I do is just, this creates a dimension to your lips. This creates that lip filler kind of a feeling. And here we are. I love, you can also use any like contouring kind of. So now I look crazy but trust the process. And now I'm going to use the Colourpop Fame Game Lip Gloss and just see how this transforms now. Okay, what do you think about this? I love this shade. Okay, last step, we need to set our entire face. Okay, use any setting spray you have. I usually use the BDB one. I got this at a fashion week. And take a blending brush, or take a sponge and just blend, like just tap it all here so that it creates like a smooth finish, right? Like you don't want any patches or anything that's unblended, so just do this and you're good. Now you have finally reached the final step, which is the highlighter, and I'm going to be using the Dior one. Like, I absolutely love this one. I'm just using the pink. You can use any highlighter. I have the La Rizzi one, I have the MAC one. The MAC Soft and Gentle is amazing. A lot of bridal makeup artists use that, and when I started my school for makeup, that was the product that was recommended to me. I also love the Hourglass ones, and I'll link all of those products in the description box below. But here, right, so the placements for your highlighter is top of the cheeks, wherever your light comes in. Like right now, you can see my light from my ring light is coming here, and on the nose, right? So let's just try to highlight those areas. 1, right? 2, use more. I'm using the pink. Here. I also go underneath my eyebrows. 1, right? 2, and then 3. And also on the nose. Right? So now what this is doing is just creating that beautiful glow, and this is exactly what we did here, and underneath your eyebrows, and also on the nose. And now we are finally done with our makeup. So let me know, right, where I could have explained more, what other kind of makeup looks you want to see. I have done a lot of different kind of looks in different fashion weeks, and I really love the ones that are kind of editorial ones, where you have to play with colors, paint colors, create like painting on your faces. And this is the normal glam kind of everyday look that I wanted you guys to know, right? Like, makeup is all about practice, right? It's all about using the right tools, it's all about using the right products, and it's about having fun with it. So have fun with this. This was a very beginner kind of a makeup tutorial that I did, but this is the start of my channel, and I cannot wait to start this journey with you guys. I will have a better background from next video, but yeah, bye.